Give me a second. Hey, now I'm back. So I had to fight with the streaming setup a little bit because I had an extremely short time spent to set everything up on this desk instead of the other one back there where I usually do my gaming stream. Wow, redeem worked and you didn't have to fight with it. Progress. Exactly. I also found a way to switch off the redeems that aren't supposed to work anyway. The emote ones. But it was just on by default, so... I think I managed to make it a little bit more visible on stream. It's also bright enough for me. Problem is, because I still have the shitty webcam, it's kind of washing stuff out extremely. See, it shouldn't be that bright. Oh. Almost threw stuff around. And it doesn't want to autofocus if I lay stuff just here. Oh, now it's doing it. Kind of. Maybe a little bit. Not sure. But at least you can see stuff a little bit better now. It's still brighter than I wanted it to. The model itself. And my hands look extremely, extremely bright. But if I turn it down, it gets too dark again. So, apologies for that. Kinda have to live with it for a little bit. Like I said yesterday, I'm gonna... Kind podcast it is today. Exactly. A friend... will let me borrow his camera for a little bit. But that's probably not going to happen this week. So you'll have to endure the high quality of my webcam for a little bit. Khan is waiting for you. Well, have fun playing Grim Dawn. So I'm second monitor content today. Got it. Do I have anything else to add? Well, nothing aside from today being a pretty short stream. It's only gonna be around 2 hours because I still have stuff to do. No pure podcast, got no second monitor up. Okay, I mean, you could always use your phone. You don't have to, of course. Just listening is enough. I'm happy to have you. Either way. And I am gonna just jump right into it, so we can actually get something done today. I have 4 lights on, 5 basically. The room light is on as well. And it's still kind of dark on the video. So I think I'm gonna have to invest in an actual studio lighting. Like one of those big studio lights with a screen in front of it to diffuse the light. I think I'm not gonna get out of that one. Fortunately, I have saved a YouTube video on my... well, on my YouTube. That is from a creator that does exactly this stuff. Building and painting, primarily painting. That explained his setup a little bit. That one obviously had the opportunity to build an entire studio. I think that was some sort of storage hall initially, maybe a garage or something, but with a big ceiling, a high ceiling. But he explained his setup pretty good, actually. What cameras he uses, what lights, stuff like that. And I'm gonna look at the recommendations for lights he has. See if that's something I'm willing to invest in already. I don't know how much it's gonna cost me. It's just a few bucks. Yeah, then sure, I have another light. Cool. If it's like a $300 light, I'm not gonna buy it. Not right now, at least. Let me actually, before I continue the build, check something real quick. Because I'm pretty sure that for the other armor piece, I have to change one of the arm bits. Yeah, that one I need C2. You meant to ask last time, how did the citrine grind go? Well, because I was just playing on my own, I didn't grind for citrine. That's more of a community thing. I am not in any hurry to get her. So whenever we do a play together thing, Kaylina mentioned that she's grinding citrine at the moment. That's why it was gonna be a citrine grind fest. But I on my own am not gonna grind for her. But thank you for asking. Oh, great. See, I appreciate the little folds of that piece, that it's actually gonna look like a part of her jacket. Oh. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But having to fix the nubs on that piece is a bitch to do. We can grind something else as well. It doesn't have to be citrine. I'm up for anything. I'm just happy to play with you. Almost didn't find the nut mark. I cut it off so cleanly. And I kind of noticed it after rewatching a little bit of my VOD yesterday, just to ensure or check the quality and stuff like that, that even though I tried to change my voice quite a bit for some of the characters, it didn't really reflect that well. To me, I sounded basically the same all the time. Maybe sometimes a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower, but not as much of a difference as I heard it for myself. I don't know if that's just me being too familiar with my own voice. Just finished the grind for Uriel. Just need resources for the wing quibus, the pistol, and the scythe that released with him. Do you mean the Vinquibus as the pistol and the scythe that released with him? Or are there actually two more weapons that I am forgetting right now? But both Uriel and the Vinquibus are pretty amazing. Uriel especially, because you can build him as a dual warframe, weapons platform, and cast at the same time. Which is awesome. Because he's not just gonna... They didn't do the same thing they did in the past, which they regretted. That you had caster frames that just nuked the entire map with one cast. Which is what they wanted to avoid in the future. And they kind of fixed that problem with him. By him having to build up his resources first. Pistol and the scythe released at the same time as him, you just group them as they aren't his signatures, like the Vinquibus. Ah, okay. I am unsure of that weapon, or of those weapons then. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen them, but I haven't played with them yet. Pistol is Sagek. Scythe is the Galeriak. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I am unfamiliar with those two. Are they pretty decent stat-wise? I mean, I hope they are. I mean, the Vinquibus is a pretty good weapon. That much I know. Well, there are worse weapons. There's always a worse weapon. Oh, and I have music today. Because apparently, if I'm not playing a game, my wireless headphones work. Maybe it was an issue with my old microphone as well, because that one broke anyway. So the next time we're playing, I'm gonna try to use my regular headphones and see if it's causing issues. I'm kind of suffering from a trauma in that department, because that was the first hour of my very first stream. Me trying to figure out what the issue was and how to fix it. Because all the test recordings I did beforehand worked perfectly. No issues at all. But as soon as I started streaming, the audio began to stutter, and it got worse by the minute. Was the grind enjoyable for you? For Uriel and the Vinquibus? I mean, it's just running Descendia, right? Which part was it that I needed to use for the armor? Oh. C2, alright. No? Because I found myself enjoying the Descendia game mode quite a bit. I'm not sure how I feel about it resetting every week. I don't think it has unique enough stuff to make me do it over and over and over again. You kind of have to if you want a positive relationship with what's his name? Uriel's alter ego, basically. Yes and no. Descendia is fine, but the Rebellion is just not dropping much resource, so it's taking a while. Roth, thank you, that's the name, Roth. If you want a positive relationship with him, you have to run it, I think, 21 times. Oh. It's not the worst, but... Yeah, and the Rebellion not dropping much resources, that is an issue, yes. It took me quite a while to farm it as well. And I farmed it during the event, so I'm not sure if that boosted the drop rates. But at least I got additional resources from it. The stuff for the event. Blatant product placement. Actually, kind of wanted to ask. I know Sourei stands on this one already, and Kaelina doesn't have to care. But you, Minnow, have to care for a little bit. About the ads. Do you prefer one 3-minute ad per hour? Or would two 90-second ads be more acceptable to you? Because I myself kind of don't need to take a break every hour. More like every hour and a half. But I've seen both options recommended by different streamers and VTubers as well. So I'm not sure what the optimal setup is. 3-minute ads every hour is fine. You just tune them out anyway. Okay. That's good. So yeah, Sourei is more a fan of 2 90-minute ads. 90-second ad, sorry. A 90-minute ad, can you believe it? Just one stream, just ads. And I am kind of noticing that the music is a little bit intense for model building, right? Or is it just me? There was at one point an 8-hour ad on YouTube videos, so 90-minute is believable. True. Wasn't there an entire, basically, movie at one point as an ad? I don't remember which one it was. Could have been an educational movie, so that it would classify as an ad. But there's still like 15-minute ads in YouTube. Just some 15-minute videos. I don't even want to know how much they are paying in ad money. Sounds familiar? Yeah. But I can't remember what it was, which is a good thing because that just proves how useless ads on YouTube are. There's one very infamous ad going on in Germany right now with a Formula 1 driver that's advertising a car reseller. But that almost has a meme status by now, so... Actually... As I'm noticing when I'm working, because my phone is not directly in front of me, I'm looking to the side a bit. But I have to look left. Okay, I have to look left for the tablet, which is when I'm looking straight at the camera, basically. So I can't put the phone on the right side, but I can put it right in front of me. If I put my document holder that's holding the blueprint on the other side. See if I can manage that real quick. Fast. Building supplies standing in the way, kind of. I don't know this stuff. Kind of don't want to put it too far away. A whole bunch of glue and stuff for decals and sprue goo, which is basically magic in a bottle. For the longest time, I didn't know what it was. I think that should work. This one. Oh. Oh. Why is it not? Oh, okay. Standing on something. There we go. Now it's working. Should be better now. Yeah. Just gonna have to put some of the building stuff back here. That's as often. While I'm at it. That one I need more often. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Give me a second. A little vacuum. Make my working space a little bit tidier. That one there. There we go. Better. Where was I? Oh yeah. And I am gonna look for some more appropriate music. Specifically for building stuff. Don't think we need heavy metal for that. Not that I'm not enjoying it. But it is kind of intense at points. Get everything. Seems like it. That way. And the music provider I'm using, because I'm uploading the VODs on YouTube as well, and whenever I'm editing stuff, I need music for that as well. So I'm subscribed to Epidemic Sound, and that has quite the collection of different music styles that are free to use then for me. They have quite a bit of more melodic Nordic stuff. I think that would fit better for a building stream. Got music? Don't hear any. There should be music playing. You know, please tell me you hear music. Hear it, but it's a bit quiet. Maybe I'm just too loud. I can turn it up a little bit. Just see how well my tablet works. Oh no. On. That's chat. Game. Microphone. Let's scroll down. Come on. Okay, I have to use my mouse for this. A second. Something doesn't want to work. Give me a moment. Is it better like this? Or is it a little bit too loud now? Don't want to get you out of your groove or have to yell. It's the other bit. Oh, and I have to restart my tablet real quick because it kind of crashed. Better now meaning not too loud as well, because that would be an issue. Slightly lower would be nice. I can do that. It's no problem at all. Like this. Should be better. Perfect. Great. Thank you very much. I wasn't aware of how quiet it was. It was pretty decently loud on my side. Oh, that means the entire last stream you had to just listen to me snip stuff. You had almost no music. Oh no! How were your days yesterday? Because I basically turned off the stream, ate something real quick, and then went to bed. Filled out your affiliate info and played Witcher 3. Sweet! Did you make it to affiliate as well? Congratulations! When did you manage to do that? Because I know I struggled quite a bit. Without both crosses and armies raid last week, it wouldn't have happened. I have a little bit of a custom redeem in the works as well. Because despite me not being, apparently not being able to differentiate my voice quite well, I do like acting out game scenes and stuff like that. I was a theater kid for a little bit, so... And I'm gonna subject you to that torture. It's just not done yet. End of January, but you were waiting for an email that was never gonna come. Why? Were you waiting for an email that wasn't gonna come? From Twitch or something else? But yeah, congratulations. Wait, that means you've been affiliate longer than I am, so do I have to call you Senpai now? Is that how this works? Not sure. There's also the question I'm asking myself basically every Sunday. Do I put actual video game titles in the schedule, or do I just put gaming? I tested both for a little bit, it didn't make much difference. Then again, I don't really have any reach yet, so... And I've seen arguments for both being the case. One of them being variety streamers like myself play many different games. So it could be that while I'm really hyped on Sunday to play something, by the time that day comes, I'd rather play something else. Or we have a spontaneous switch in the schedule, like potentially on Saturday, if we do manage to get a team together for community play of Warframe. Yeah, Twitch was supposed to send an email confirming affiliate status, but never did. That's weird. Did you write them then? They're kind of forgotten you? Because I know I got mine mid-stream. quite flushed yet. Hard. So where is the bit that's fitting it out? I'm also noticing the same issue I had before. That my finger is basically in the way of the part. So if I get another camera, I'm gonna try to not have it from the top down, so I'm blocking stuff again, but sort of from the side. But I don't know which side would be best, maybe from the left. Like right over the shoulder. I should just strap a GoPro to my face. But I just said fuck it, build out the info and stream Witcher like 2 hours later. Okay. I didn't know you could fill it out beforehand. What? I never noticed that option, to be honest. Okay, wait. You already had the affiliate state, you just didn't get the email. Okay. Never mind, I understood. Okay. That makes more sense. Now it's flush. Perfect. Something's still blocking. That's fine. Have to add a spritz of glue anyway, because that part isn't gonna fit well again. I should have put the stream in the category gore, because I'm working with knives. There is a high probability of me just slicing my own finger off. It happened before. Ironically, anytime it did happen, it was because the knife was blunt instead of really sharp. My liking. Something not fitting quite right. Is it in here? Fortunately, because these are easy kits, prying them apart is easier than more advanced model kits. I had stuff that I put together basically two parts like this, and there was no way of me getting them apart again, aside from using the edge of a blunt knife, go in there and pry it apart. So where's the issue? There's no... not here. So a little bit of sanding anyway. Okay, I'm gonna use cheat tools. Where is it? There it is. Now, while you strictly don't need glue for these types of builds, having one on hand will help either way. But it shouldn't be a regular CA glue, but a plastic cement. Put that in real quick as well. This is glue. Thank God. If you have the Tamiya extra thin, that's really good for stuff like that, because you can hold the piece together. The glue being so thin, it's basically like water, the same consistency as water. It's gonna flow right into the gaps if you hold it together. That's the next page. Excuse the involuntary ASMR. I think I'm done with that part. Actually, that part being just this one piece left over. So I'm gonna use one of my cheapest nippers. There we go. It's also from Tamiya, but it's basically my cheapest one, quote unquote. It's still a good nipper. It's just a bit worse than God Hand. These two are God Hand, so just gonna make it so that I can throw away much of the stuff. Just gonna leave the part description and the part itself in there. Oh, ad break. Alrighty. I'm gonna have a little smoke break myself then. See you guys in 5 minutes. Hey, and we're back. Controlling OBS via my tablet is working quite well. For simple stuff at least. More complex stuff, I'm still gonna use my mouse. Finished stuff. Here we go. Hands. You'll need a sword gripping one, which would be E17. There we go. Yeah, but I think you can now notice that the music is quite intense for me just building stuff. So I'm gonna look for something more melodical. I think they have some pretty good Viking sounds and stuff like that. I found one that I used for one of my videos. Basically the only video I've actually tried to edit. I'm still not good at it, so I'm still trying my stuff. But it had a very Diablo-esque vibe. Diablo intro, specifically the first two ones. First and the second one. Which I really liked. There we go. And after we finish building this model, I will the next time I will do a handcam stream will be painting. So looking at the Sagek and Galariak, they are basically opposite. Sagek has high base crit chance and a chance on crit to gain high status chance, while the Galariak has a high status chance and gain crit chance per status chance on the target. That's really sick. Wait, there was another one like that. Was it the Godvar Prime? That increased, I think, crit damage with status chance. I'm not remembering correctly right now, I think. But those kind of weapons are pretty nice. Problem is, you cannot fit the Godbind Decido exactly. You cannot fit every single mod. You would need to make it really, really good in there. I mean, you have Hammer Shot, and those are weapons where Hammer Shot is the perfect mod. But you can't get as many statuses on there as you would with a pure status weapon, and you can't get as many crit mods on there as you would with a pure crit weapon. But it's still a decent mix of both. Also, apologies for the poor visibility of stuff. That is the highest zoom I can muster. It doesn't get better. It's zoomed all the way in already. And if I put it manually more down, it's right in front of my face then. This is basically eye level. There's not much room for the camera. And then I'm not seeing shit anymore. Now I do have some more model kits to build. I do have more 30-minute Sisters kits to build. I think after this one I have still 4 left unbuilt. And in, I think, March, April, the next model kit will release. And I'm kind of on the train of collecting the entire range, because I have every individual one. There are remakes of the first, I think the first 2 by now, but I'm not gonna get the remake stuff. except for when I really like the new design. So what are these from anyway? I don't think there's an actual... There are some short little comics with chibi versions, but that's more promotional material than anything else. They don't really have a origin. They're just model kits for the sake of being model kits. They do have one Uma Musume model kit. That much I know. In the same style, basically. And technically, that itself is already a spin-off series, because the original were 30-minute missions, which are standard mechs, built in the same rather simplistic style. And they are, I think, basically just beginner kits to get people into the more expensive stuff. And I mean, it worked for me, so... Would you look at that? 1 hour in, and I finished an entire arm. Jesus Christ. These parts go on the pile of finished stuff. Now get to use everything that's needed building the legs. There are clear parts on there as well, which are gonna be quite fun. They're always very beautiful to look at once they're on the model. They have a great effect. But they're a bitch to work with, because the clear plastic is brittle as all hell, while the opaque one is a little bit springy. That's just gonna snap. So you have to be really careful while working with these to not get any sort of cracks inside the clear parts. Start with that one. $16. I know there are model kits that are part of a series, basically handy games, mobile games, I mean, stuff like that. Megami Device, for example, I think is a game originally. Maybe even a gacha game? I don't know. But I just get them because I think they're neat, and I like to build stuff with my hands. And afterwards I have a cute anime girl watching my every move. It's like a creepy doll. Yeah, I don't know what gave you that idea. Are you only just now noticing? Really? me basically drooling over Sourei in Code Vein wasn't enough of a hint. I'm just not calling it out. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but after this kit, I'm gonna subject you to some miniature painting, because I still have quite a bit of stuff to paint actually. Maybe by that time I've managed to set up my 3D printer again. Kind of missing space right now. I could finally print and paint my character for our Pathfinder sessions. Right now I'm using the model of my previous one as a stand-in, and I'm getting called out for it all the time. Really bad place to place a connection, to be honest. Right in that depth. At least you have a figure. Well, it isn't printed yet, so no, I don't. Oh, you mean the stand-in? Yeah, yes. Yes, it's there. I mean, I could have used the cardboard cutout as well. There are official sets for enemies. You start using the little green soldiers. Now, there's the tricky part. You just have to play a green character that's using rifles. So, it would be accurate then. You're very bad at building model kit. You should give you... I'm gonna guess you should give up. Just rage baiting, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. I am aware that I'm not fast, at least. And there are people better at building stuff. But I'm not doing that for the sake of competition. I'm just building it for myself. Why are all the enemies all riflemen? I don't know. Don't say stuff like that too loud. Sourei is still watching, I think. And he's the DM in our group, so... I'm kinda screwed if you're giving him ideas.
I'm in danger!
Yeah, exactly, I'm in danger. Oh, I love the plugin already. Well, they're all activating rage and fixed bayonets. Oh no, it's Kriegsmen, I knew it. All of them, Death Cove Creek. Like 30 minutes label, bro. I'm obsessed with 30 minutes fantasy. I haven't gotten one of the 30-minute fantasies kits yet. I'm eyeing with them, and some of them look really awesome, even if just the upgrade kits, and upgrading one of the 30-minute sisters with it would work quite well as well. but I kind of have too many models lying around already. So I'm trying to hold myself back. Greek orcs, fuck that. I'd rather be stuck in a room with a touch-deprived Slender Demon. Yeah! Oh god, yes! Could you imagine? Orcs are already ready to die. They just want a good fight. Being collecting the Liebe faction, kinda racist of me. Maybe I'll try to collect the Rosen Empire. I mean, do whatever you like most. I don't think there's an issue with that. Honestly, I'm just buying stuff that I think looks neat. I have a bunch of 30-minute sisters. I have some Alice Gear stuff. I have some Megami device. I have the Deadly Sins, the Greed set. I have some Arcanadea. So I'm all over the place. So I see a cute model, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. I have some Cyber Forest. Oh, I have a lot of Cyber Forest actually. I think I have all of them. There's a Hatsune Miku kit that I've been eyeing as of late. I'm not a big fan of Hatsune Miku per se, and the set is pink, which kind of gives it... It's a little bit too much, but it comes with a bike, so I'm torn. There would be an alt color of that kit, then I'm gonna buy it. You like the lore? Currently there's 3 factions, Liebe, Rosen and Dragonia. But just a few hours ago they introduced the 4th faction, that's the Meteoric. See, I'm completely out of the loop. I knew of the first 2. I don't know what relation they are to, in what relation they are to each other. Got a memes channel on the Discord? I do. You are allowed to post there, I think. I should have a memes channel. I'm pretty sure I made one. But you're not gonna get bonked if you post it in a different channel. For now, we are not enough people for me to enforce rules. Not really necessary yet. too many... much dust on my fingers. Is the normal one. Rosen, I think, is Rogue Liber faction. Dragonia was made by mutated humans on Earth. And the Meteoric come from a far land as far as the story right now. So you're pretty much set to choose whichever you like most. Be it rebels, be it regular, mutants. That is pretty fun, to be honest. But I'm kind of not a fan of the regular Gundam look. I know that that is heretical of me to say, I know that. I just kind of don't like the look of these generic mechs. The very first, the iconic Gundam, don't even know what he's called. Is he called just Gundam? That's not right. He has a name, I know that, but I dislike it. The Armored Core line would be more my aesthetic in terms of pure mechs. And they do have a 30 minutes spin-off of Armored Core. But for now I'm still... Oh. I still have quite a backlog of models to build. I mean, you look like upcoming DLRO Wyvern, bro. Yeah, you are not wrong. Probably there are model kits out there that kind of look like me. I was compared to a Yu-Gi-Oh monster before. Comment was just, you look like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, bro. And I was like, yeah, you're not wrong. I think, was it you, Minnow, that said you thought you were playing Monster Hunter now? And you first got yeeted into the channel? Yeah, I knew it. So, but I'm quite pleased with it, I have to say. I'm not I knew I wanted to do this stuff just to hang out and do what I normally do anyway, but not alone in my room, holed up, but be able to talk to people. And but I knew I clearly am not a hot chick. That much is true. I mean, it should be obvious. Would have to use a voice changer then, and that's kind of a hassle and a half. But I also think of myself as a hot guy. That wouldn't be me either. So, Chimera. By the way, the 30-minute missions just announced a new collab with a game called Demon X Machina. So no new Armored Core stuff, sadly. But they do have a few Armored Core kits already, don't they? Demon X Machina. The name is saying something. I'm pretty sure I've at least seen it on the Steam page or stuff like that. I'm not able to sort it into anything right now. I'm not seeing anything in front of my eye. But I've heard of the name. I've seen it written in the sacred texts. That's here so it doesn't go up too far, but it's supposed to be loose. Got it. By the way, Cheesy, in case you want to stick around, you can type !socials if you want. There you would get all my links to my Twitter and stuff, and YouTube to see archived VODs. I'm mostly playing video games. This is only my second time using a hand cam, and it's still a very crappy webcam, so it's gonna get better at some point. I just don't know when yet. And Minnow, in case you have... Oh, wait. Let me get back to you, Minnow. You've just checked out Demon X Machina after announcement, because you have no idea what it is. The design is pretty Armored Core coded, at least for me. So it's a mech game again, I'm gonna guess, because you can get mech model kits. I'm pretty sure I've seen the game somewhere, but I'm blanking on everything important right now. Minnow, what I wanted to ask you, or tell you basically, if you have any suggestions for maybe sound effects for Blurb or stuff like that, you can throw that in the Discord as well. I am gonna check those and do my best to fulfill them. If it's something I think would be fun and good. So no promises, but you have the option. More like power armor, but the armor parts quite moddable. Okay, so just a small mech then, because what else is power armor? Let's be honest with each other. Spot goes in there that way. Alright. Because it's part of the boot, of course. Speaking of which... Oops. These... Best way to describe power armor versus mech is Space Marines have power armor, but an Imperial Knight is a mech. Yeah? Yes, I know. I am aware. But if we break it down, a power armor is just a mech small enough to fit like an armor. And the mech is just power armor too big to actually fit around your body, so you have to pilot it. It's the same principle. You picking up what I'm putting down? Maybe you follow just for now. Maybe you'll check socials later. Oh yeah, that's fine. You following is already enough. Glad to have you. It's also it changes. You wear armor, but you pilot a mech? Yes, I am aware. But as long as you only need one pilot for a mech, it's just big power armor. It's the same principle. Am I rage baiting right now? Is that what rage baiting is? It isn't supposed to rage bait. It's more of a hot take. Understand that I like both. Mechs and power armor are awesome. Careful with these now. That's pretty intense for building models. Jesus Christ. Just me, or was that bit in the music a little bit doom-coated? Piranha Games would like to know your location. I'm not sharing. You're welcome to try to find me in this swamp. Tell them to bring swimwear. Cut out clean. Alright. It's telling me to be clean already. I think I should follow that suggestion. No. Oh yeah, regarding Monster Hunter, that would also be something we could play together for a little bit if you want. Minnow, specifically. I mean, the invitation, it's an open invitation. But I just noticed you earlier playing it, so... But I have some catching up to do in Monster Hunter Wilds. I think the last big monster I beat was Gormagala, but not his tempered version. His tempered version beat the shit out of me. Repeatedly. Always more fun to beat monsters with more people? Exactly. I usually just go in public lobbies, but being able to play with people you know is more fun. Which, ironically, is also one part of me starting to stream. To find more people that play the games I play. Because in my friend circle I have, I think, one person playing Monster Hunter. They're not that active on it. Warframe, I'm on my own. Many people played it, but not many people are up to speed or down to play. But I don't think I'm at a point where I am comfortable with reaching out for collabs just yet. I'm still a bit too small for my own liking. How do I... Oh, okay. This part as well. I'm also already looking for people for more emotes, because I kind of didn't realize how many you need. I thought, okay, I know 5 is a number that's getting thrown around, so I'm just gonna order 5. But I didn't know that you can, I think, have 45 initially as free already. Then you can get 5 specifically for subscribers, and you can unlock 2 more. I kind of didn't know that. But before I order more emotes, I kind of want to get my ref sheet first. Because I made it backwards. I had my model first. That was the very first thing that was created. So for every art after that, it was basically my model was the ref sheet. And it worked out so far that one here. Sweaty fingers. Oh. It's a pretty sick boot so far. Try to get it into focus somehow. Yeah, no, not what we do. There we go. Now, magic flames on the sides. Actually, I don't think I should use the expensive God Hand one on the clear parts. I have to stay a bit away from the part anyway, so the advantage it has is kind of getting lost. And the material being more brittle, I don't think is very good for the very sharp nippers. For the painting stream, which I'm gonna do sometime, I think only after I get a better camera. Because building a model kit, that's fine and all, but showing a painted model with my hand being basically white, because the webcam isn't very good at getting the colors correct, and then trying to paint something and show the colors. Like this. Do this. Okay, so if you turn it down too far, that lifts up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cheating. Just a drop of glue here. here. One tiny drop in front to keep it in place. Yep. Is a very quiet stream today, I have to say. Like, I on my own noticed that I'm not talking as much as I usually do. But I kind of still have a sore throat from yesterday. That was very much too much talking, I think. Specifically too much talking, trying to sound silly or funny. But again, I don't think it made much of a difference, no matter how much I tried to change my voice. Or maybe that's really just me being used to my own voice. I kind of need feedback for that one. Perfect. It's her boot finished. One side. Then we can continue with the knee joint. Oh. That is... I'm kind of starting to get hungry. Slowly but surely. Lost a bit. Let's see. 17. Actually, is there are co-working streams. I've seen them pop up every now and then. Would this be considered a co-working stream? Can I market myself as the busy office chimera? Or what stream? Co-working. Like co-worker, but co-working. I don't even know where I've seen that. Don't know. Yeah. I think it's more in lines of someone doing other stuff while streaming. Like doing taxes or something. Ad break is starting soon. Okay. We are closing in on my closing time anyway. Let me see if I can find out how to snooze it. So I'm gonna guess there's still an ad break going on. And I haven't managed to find the snooze button yet. So you're kind of stuck in hell until then. Except for Kaylina, actually, so... Yet break is finished. Welcome back. I don't know how to snooze ads. I'm gonna have to Google that later. Because this was pretty unnecessary now, so... I apologize for that one. Only gonna be a few more minutes, anyway. You're using a tablet for mod stuff, right? I have a tablet as a second monitor, which doesn't really count because I don't have space for an actual second monitor. And my main monitor is basically a TV screen, so I'm using the normal web version of Discord, of Twitch, if that is the question. But I am gonna figure this out before the next stream, how to snooze. You would offer assistance, but you don't know what the layout for that looks like. It's fine. And it's a short little Google search away. I just didn't have the opportunity to do it now. If I were smart enough and prepared enough as a streamer, I would have looked that up before I started streaming today. Because I knew I was only gonna stream for 2 hours. And I know that every full hour there's gonna be ads, so... I was just being a poor streamer in that regard. So. Did I? Oh. I prepared 2 of the same part. That's the one I need. joint finished as well. If I can get it in there. There we go. That's the knee joint. Here. This top part of the leg that's gonna connect to the hip. Just one. Hello, Miss Sinanju? Mrs. Sinanju? Is that right? Am I saying this correctly? Yep, perfect. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. Although you kind of joined towards the end. But how are you doing today? You're doing good. You're working on third-party kit, MG. Oh! Which one specifically? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't know what it is, but I can look it up after the stream. Wolf King, aka Barbutus Lupus Rex. I'm gonna have to look that up. There are some really sick model kits out there, so... But there are also very, very many model kits out there. How's the build going? Any troubling parts? I mean, aside from the joints, as usual. Good? No. Okay. That's good. Enough is complete in frame. What do you mean? I'm not following right now. You mean me doing stuff in frame? Because I kind of wanted to make sure that people can actually see what I'm doing. Not that it is extremely interesting, but if I'm gonna build stuff on stream, it should be watchable at least. There we go. How much longer do we have? I have a few more minutes. Maybe I can finish the hip joint as well, so she can at least have one leg today. You don't have to build the in-frame for Wolf King. Okay. Hey, now. So you're pretty far ahead already. See, I've never built a regular mech kit. I'm more in the cute anime girls side of building. You just built the armor. Well, that's the last step, isn't it? So you're almost finished? Or is me not having built a regular Gundam model yet, or a regular mech model, kind of throwing my little toss and legs? Oh, okay. So you're at the finishing line. Where do we have? Kind of have to take care of do not throw my head into the frame. Do you have to do decals as well? I mean, I'm gonna assume yes. Except, of course, if you're not a fan of decals, then you don't have to. What else am I missing at this point? Yeah, water slide hate. Oh, you hate it? Really? I think it's so much easier than painting stuff. Oh, I kind of blocked myself. Yeah, it's so much easier to use water slides than painting, I think. You have a hat? I don't. Who told you that? I mean, I have one ear, even blinking at you. Productively. Not necessarily a dragon, more of a chimera, but the dragon part is the most prominent. But there are other bits in there, as a slime, for example. And on my banner you can see that I have a more of a centipede kind of backside. Your MS Girl Mecha. That's cool. That's sick. Gonna have to check that out later. Which bits? Oh yeah, I was wanting to look if she has leg armor as well. No, she doesn't. All right. Oh. The only spelly nose is swamp ass. You are not wrong, I'm living in a swamp. Give my formal introduction. Hello, my name is Chimera. I'm a chimera made of nightmares and I live in a cozy swamp. Giant Gundam girl, that is sick. That is really sick. So apologies in advance if my cats are gonna be heard on the stream, because I'm pretty sure you can hear them better than I can due to the headphones. Hey, that's what I heard. He's scratching the floor again, I don't know. He has a cat post and everything, still scratching the floor. What is your ability? What do you mean by ability? Failing to do proper research in how to snooze ads would kind of be considered an ability, I guess. Stop it. ability, you mean power or magic? Well, I mean, I am a chimera, so I guess my biggest ability would be to absorb other stuff, I guess. If I'm ever gonna get into a 2.0 model or something like that, and that's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna have to community vote what type of new things are gonna get added. It's the ability to build a 30-minute model in 6 hours. That is an enormous ability, you're right. I forgot about that one. Become humanoid. No, that one isn't gonna happen. I can promise you that. I'm always ever gonna be a monster. Some sort of it. Now is it gonna stay a dragon? I don't know. But there will not be a humanoid model of myself. I chose this one for a reason. I don't think I'm definitely not a hot chick. And I don't think a hot guy model works for me. I'm gonna stay a monster. Have you met a human? Yes. And I think being a monster is more humane. You have one ability, use fin funnel attack. That one I do not know. Is it a reference to something I'm not getting right now? It could be. Yes, to Gundam. Okay. I kind of almost got beheaded earlier for saying this. I've never seen any of the Gundam films or series, by the way. Actually, none of them at all. Because I don't like the classic Gundam design. They're kind of too boxy. I like more the Armored Core style, which, okay, there are boxy Armored Core designs as well, but most of them are a little bit more unique, like the spider legs or the tank tracks. You also build girl plateau. See, exactly. Building a cute girl with mecha parts, that's more my line. There you have me. Which ones have you built? Most recently? Sus. What is... me liking cute girls? Is that... huh? I mean, a chimera's gotta eat, right? Also, again, I'm pointing to the last Code Vein stream. I wasn't being very subtle in regards to Sourei, so... wouldn't point to Covain because she ate you. Eat and be eaten. You know how it is. You can't take stuff like that too personally. You're never gonna be popular with the girls. You built the Kotobukiya 1-1 Ezra Ninetales Homura. Which one was the Homura again? I know the Ezra Ninetales. I don't know which the Homura was. So that's why no blood sacrifices. I never said there weren't any. Let's just say for 1 week in a month, I'm gonna be eating good. Okay, wait. I'm gonna take that back. The normal white dress? That one looks sick. I actually haven't built any of the Azra Ninetales yet. Don't look at me like that, Menno. I mean, I have found the cookbook, so... And there is a food in Germany that would literally translate to blood sausage. It's a very... it's basically like black pudding in England. And it is exactly what it sounds like. Which not many people like, but I actually enjoy it. It's a very rural food. Yeah, how was the Kotobukiya build, by the way, the Azra? Like I said, I never managed to pick one up myself. I think is it the Ninja that's gonna get a new release sometime soon? I am eyeing with it, but I kind of have too many model kits on my pile of shame anyway, so I really shouldn't buy a new one. But I do have a bunch of other Kotobukiya kits built already. Like this is, like this, or like this. Yeah, perfect. This. This. And now, our girl can finally have a leg to stand on. There we go. Oh, there we go. But so, we did get a little bit further than I thought we would today. Then again, I kind of overshot by almost 20 minutes. We gotta head out, errands are calling. I'm gonna finish now anyway. So, let me switch to the idle screen real quick. Hey! Thank you all for being here today. Miss Sinanju, thank you for joining, unfortunately right at the end. I am gonna see if someone is out there we could raid. If I'm not finding anyone immediately, we're just gonna end stream for today. Let me turn around and look at the computer real quick. Okay. So, oh. Oh, there we are. I don't really find anyone we could raid right now. So, we're gonna just end the stream for today. Like I said, thank you very much for being here. Tomorrow will be a longer stream again. We will be playing Code Vein because I'm missing my vampire wife already. I hope to see you all there. And wait, let me be a good little VTuber first. Hey, there we go. If you want to follow me and keep in touch, you can always use either my Twitter or X, it's called now, to see when I'm going live and reposting stuff from other creators, stuff like that. You can join the Discord to keep in touch in between gaming sessions. And you can join YouTube for archived streams. Thank you anyway for being here today, even though it was a little bit short. Tomorrow will be, like I said, longer. Thursday will be short again. And Saturday we are starting with Code Vein and then potentially transition to Warframe if we get enough people or any people at all to play together for a little bit. Yeah, I enjoyed myself today and I hope I see you again next time. Have a nice day. Have fun with doing your errands, your chores, or going to bed, depending on which time you tune in to me. And I'll see you again, hopefully next time. Bye bye!